everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how you can make a sweater for your doll by crocheting it. So keep in mind that the size of the yarn does vary. I don't know the size of this one, but it's pretty skinny. It's not too skinny. It's like the embroidery floss that you can find like at Walmart or any craft store. So I'm going to be using this. I actually got this one at Hobby Lobby. And it rounds up to about $4 or so for a big ball of this. And you can make probably like 6 sweaters out of this, which is pretty cool. This one was actually made out of sock yarn, so it's got some stretch to it. And I made this one for my curvy doll. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how you can do it start to finish. You're going to need some scissors, of course. And if you don't have these are actually, they look like little clothespins, you know, like the little safety pins. But if you don't have these, you could use safety pins for this part as well. These are actually like markers for your stitches, because these are stitches. So this is like how you would mark it. Like you can just slip it in, and then you can lock it, just like a safety pin. So there's that. And I'm using about 4 of these. And you probably can find these at Hobby Lobby too, but you definitely could use safety pins if you don't have these. This is also a tapestry needle. You can use it with a very big, large eye hook, or you can use smaller ones as well. And you're going to need a hook. Now, I don't have my very skinny hook, but I managed to get like 20 of them. In this case, like some of them are missing because I never put them back. But I got this case at Amazon. I'll leave it linked down below. And it came with like a lot of different sizes. Like you can see, like I'm missing some because I never put them back. But you can use different sizes for different size sweaters that you want to use. So the bigger the hook, the bigger the holes. So just keep that in mind. And this is a pretty big hook. And it just wouldn't look as good with this thin yarn, but it would look good with a thicker yarn. So just keep that in mind when you are crocheting. So to get started, I'm going to show you the hook that I'm using. So it's actually from that pack, and it is a 1.0, I think it's millimeter. It's an mm. So I'm going to do that. So I'm going to show you how you can make your first stitch. So your fingers like this. I know the screen's probably like really weird, but it's like this, and then you go over like that. Then you pull, and you get like this little O, and then you have a little line right there. Go ahead and take your little hook, stick it on the line, and then pull. And I mean, like, there's so many different videos of like how you can do that, but that's your first stitch. So go ahead and chain. I'm going to zoom you guys in so you guys can see a little better. So go ahead and chain 1, and you just do that. See, I'm going to show you again. So you get your hook, you get your string under the finger. You're going to take your hook like that, and then you pull through. And that's 2. So go ahead and count as many chains as you want around your doll's waist. This is her waist, and you want the chain to go all the way around her waist so you can slip it in. That is actually what I did for my doll, because I can actually slip it in from the top. So you want to keep it like that, and you could just do that many chains for that, as well as the bottom. So go ahead and chain as many as you possibly can. It does vary depending on your doll. So I've already chained 60. Make sure your chain is the right way, because like this is the back side, this is the front side. So now we're going to go ahead and start our first row. Make sure you have it on the good side. This is the good side. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And I'm not very good with the terminology, but I'm pretty sure that this is called a double crochet. Like I said, I'm not very good. So I'm going to show you again. So after you change your 3, you put your hook like this, then you yarn over, and you keep it like that, and then you go into the 3rd chain from the hook because we already chain 3, and that chain 3 is going to be our first stitch, if that even makes sense. So you just stick it in, and then you pull out, and then you do it again, but we're just going to go through the 2 loops. I mean, like, I'm not very good at explaining it, but I know what I'm doing. That's, at least that counts. So I'm going to do it again, and I'm going to zoom in and show you guys a little better. So, here you can see, we're not going into this little hole, but we're going into this one. So we're going to yarn over. We're going to stick it in the hole, if that makes sense, and then we're going to yarn over again, and then it's going to slide through, and then you have these 3 little hoops on your hook, then you're going to yarn over again, and you're going to go through. It gets a little tight, so you're going to have to go through the first 2. Okay, then you have that, then you're going to yarn over again, and you're going to go through the next 2. Okay, that's literally what we're going to be doing this entire time of making this sweater. So we're doing it again, going to the next one, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and then you're just going to keep doing it all the way. Now we're going to join it in a round, so it won't just be 1 row anymore, it'll be a round. And how you do that is you have your yarn on your hook, your little loop, your last loop, and you're going to slip it through like that. Then you're going to take your yarn and you're going to yarn over, but you're just going to slip it through just like that. And that is how you do it. Make sure it's not like all wonky and stuff, so try and straighten it out a bit. And then you can start stitching. So now you're going to go ahead and chain 3 again, 2, 3, and then you're going to go, okay, now you're going to go into this one, yarn over into that stitch. You're just going to do the exact same thing that we did before, except for it's going to be in a long circle, and you're just going to keep doing that over and over and over again until you get the desired length that you want. Okay, so now we're at the end of round 2, and all you're going to do is you have your last little chain right here, yarn over like we always do. We're going to go into this one, go ahead and do your double crochet like you normally would, and then you have your last little loop, and you're going to slip your hook into right here at the top. Okay, then you're going to grab that yarn, and then you're going to pull through. Okay, and then you're going to chain 3, and you're going to continue to do this over and over again until you get the desired length that you are going. Okay, I chose to do 6 rows versus 8 rows just because it's a little bit longer with the 8 rows, and if you want a longer top, then you do 8 rows, but I want 6 rows, so let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's gonna go like right here. Okay, so here's my 6 rows. My yarn and my hook, they're still attached like this. Okay, so remember, count your stitches, make it even. Okay, so we're just gonna do that. Now here's my stitch markers, so we're going to count, and I'm going to zoom in so you guys can see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so there's 6, and you're going to put a stitch marker right here at V6, and you can lock it if you want to. I'm actually going to lock it so don't fall out. Okay, so there's that. There's 6. Now we're going to count 6 again, and this is going to be where the armhole is going to go. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and our stitch marker is going to go right here. Okay, now we're going to go back to where the blue was, and we're going to count 6 again, but we're going this way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right there. I'm gonna put the blue one I mean, like, you can do it in any color that you have. Again, you can use safety pins for this too. Okay, now we're going to count 6 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to put it here. And now we have our armholes marked off. Okay, so as you can see, now you're going to like try and make it even. Okay, here's the front. This is, I'm going to show you. Okay, so as you can see, so you can't see all of it. Okay, this is where the armholes started at. Okay, so this is the back. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and double crochet 6 times. Okay, go ahead and double crochet 6 times. So here I've double crocheted 6 times, and we're to that blue marker. So to start our armhole, we are going to chain 6, not double crochet, we're going to chain it. So go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And why are we doing 6 stitches? Is because we skipped 6 stitches. So now we're going to yarn over like we did before, and right here at the stitch marker, that is where we're going to do our double crochet to join the armhole, like so. And now we're going to double crochet to the next marker, and then we're going to repeat. Okay, so I already did the double crochets. Now we're going to go ahead and chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and now we're just going to yarn over, and we're going to go right into here at the blue, and then we're just going to double crochet like so. And you're just going to double crochet to the last stitch, and then you're just going to slip stitch like you normally would. And then that is basically it for the armhole. Now I'm going to show you how you would chain to connect the sweater for the armholes, because you can see the armhole is like right here. So I'm going to show you how you can do that. So what I did was I went ahead and I double crocheted 6 like we did before, and now we're just going to do the exact same thing. We're just going to yarn over and stick it into that one stitch and double crochet like we normally do. That's basically all this sweater is a lot of double crocheting. And we're going to jump into the next 5 stitches because there's a total of 6, and you're just going to do that all the way around, even for the second armhole, and all the way back, and you're just going to slip stitch. That's basically it. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how you do that. And there you see that it is starting to take place, and you can see that it's not like a skinny strap anymore, it's actually a thicker strap. Okay, so I did 2 rows for on top of the sleeves right here. So now I'm just going to cut my string, get the loop, pull it, and then there you go. And then you can take your tapestry needle, put the little tail. I would do like a long tail, but I tend to do short ones. And then all you have to do is really just weave it in and out to lock it in there. Just keep doing that over and over again. And that's how you do that. And then you can cut it off if you do it like several times. So anyways, that's that. And now we're going to work on the sleeves. So just take our stitch markers out because I really don't need them anymore. So to start making our sleeves, go ahead and fold it in half like that. Take your hook, stick it in one of the little loopies, and then take your yarn and you're going to do the exact same thing. Just put it on your hook, slide it through, hold the little tail, this little tail, because you can hide it when you are creating your stitches. See, it's like right here, it's hidden and it's going to get locked. So go ahead and chain 3, 2, 3, and then you just double crochet into that. Just keep double crocheting. Muffin's making smacky sounds because that's what she does. Okay, so we're going to do it all the way around. See, all the way around the armhole. For example, do it all the way around, double crochet to as long as you want it. For instance, this one, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I did it about 9 times, and then I stopped right here to make a cuff, and I will show you at the end of how to make a cuff, but go ahead and do 9 rolls for the sleeves. Okay, so now I'm at the last row, and I've already double crocheted. Now I'm going to teach you how you can single crochet, which, when you tell the difference, this is double crochet versus single crochet. So single crochet is a lot smaller. So to get started, you're not going to yarn over anything. You're just going to slip your hook into the hole, pull through, and then you have only 2 loops. And then you're just going to pull through both. So we're going to do it again. Put your needle in, yarn over, pull through both loops. And you're just going to do that all the way around for as long as you want. Okay, so now we're finished with the sleeve cuff, and you have your little hoop. Go ahead and pull it, and well, go ahead and cut it and then pull it. Leave like a long enough string because you're going to weave it in again. So so now we're going to weave in our tail because we don't want this to come undone, and we don't want to just cut it off because then we can lose all our hard work. So you can weave it in, or you can just slip it, stitch like this, like you just stick it in a hole, any hole, and make sure you're not like closing it or anything, and just pull until you get like a little loop. Then you stick your needle through, and you can just keep doing that over and over again, and then you can just hide the tail in the sleeve, like by just slipping it like that, and then you just pull, and that's basically it. And then you get a sweater that will look something like this, and here is what the sweater looks like. If I could go back, I would probably tighten this up a little bit, maybe make a little bit more rows instead of 2, or I would just use the single crochet up here as well. But I do like it. I think it is very cute, and it is big. I like it big. Like, big sweaters are my favorite. So you guys, that is it for this video, and if you recreate this sweater, tag me on Instagram at Rainbow Bites, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!